Okay student, today we are trying to learn one concept which is important for not only 9th and 10th. This is one table that we are supposed to draw or write in trigonometric ratio. Actually, we are supposed to write at the back of the paper, and there are certain values which is taken into consideration, and that values are needed in case of not only in 9th standard but also in 10th standard. What does it mean? Pay attention. There are two series one by one. One is correlated with the angle, or you can say standard angle and trigonometric ratio. We know that in case of your trigonometric ratios, we are writing sine angle, cosine angle or cos angle and tan angle. No doubt, this is a table correlated with sine, cos, tan. Next, cot, sec and cosec is also needed. But for 9th standard, we are needed this part. After that, we need some angle, or we can say standard angles over there. Now, which are these angles? Means one angle is a 0 degree, next 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. This table is compulsory required when you are going to solve some kind of a standard calculation type of numerical. And these are some of the values which is supposed to become over here. What does it mean? If I am going to say there is a particular value of sine 30, we can take it from table and put into calculation. Or if I am going to say cos 45, then you have to take that respective value into a table and put it into a calculation. Say tan 30 or tan 60, means you have to observe in a cross manner one horizontal line, second vertical line, and in that way we have to find that value first. Now this value having a two part. First, by calculation you can calculate every time. Rest, these values are continuously required in a numerical. So by fundamental trick, we are trying to remember it. Now one by one, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are total 5 columns and we are supposed to require the values over here. There is some trick. If you remember the first row, then you can easily understand second row and third row by tricky method. What is that? Let me clear over here one by one. For that part, I am going to take a trick pattern over here, and please try to understand this concept. First, in your calculation, one by one, write total 5 columns. So, write the number from 0 connected 5, means according to our counting system, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the first 5 value. How? First value, second value, third value, fourth value and fifth value. That's why these are the 5 value. So write the number from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Step number 2. Divide all these value by 4. Means second step is divide by 4. Means this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have written a number as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Divide every value by last number, or you can say 4. 4, 4, 4. Divide by 4. And divide by 4. Now simplify it as much as you can. Means what the part I am going to say, pay attention. 0 upon 4. 0 upon 4 means 0. 1 upon 4 we cannot simplify. So 1 upon 4 as usual. Here we can have 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. Means in simplified manner this value become 1 by 2. Next 3 upon 4. Again you cannot solve it, so it remain as it is. And 4 divided by 4 means simply it become 1. So you are able to get again next consistency 5 value. Once again, start a number from 0 to 4. First start. Next, divide it by 4. Second step. Third, again simplify it. So you simplify it. After that, take its root. Take its root. Now, what does taking a root means? Here this value is 0. I am going to put this value in under root of 0. This is 1 by 4. I am going to put this value as under root of 1 by 4. This is a value 1 by 2. I am going to put it into under root as under root of 1 upon 2. This is 3 by 4. I am going to put this value in under root. So, it becomes root 3 by 4. And this is the value 1. Again, I am going to put it in under root of 1. Means, fifth step. First, second, third and fourth. In the fourth step, we put all this value in under root. And fifth part, solve as if you can. Means under root of 0 can be come out in again simplified format as 0. Under root of 1 by 4 simply come out as 1 upon 2, because 1 come outside as a 1 from a root and root 4 will be come out as a 2. But no doubt 1 by 4 is a divided by, so simplify manner it become 1 by 2. Again 1 come out from the root as a 1 and 2 cannot come out from a root, so root 2. Next again next value, that is under root of 3 by 4. Under root of 3 cannot come out from the system, so root 3, and 4 come out as a root 2. So root 4 can be shifted from a root, under root, that is a 2, and again under root of 1 become simple 1. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 5 value. Remember this value because we are going to write it in a same sequence. Means 0, 1 upon 2, 1 upon root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. I am going to take this value as usual. Else, second choice, student, you can by heart these 5 values and directly write into a table because in numerical we need it. So 0, 1 upon 2, 1 upon root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. I am going to write it 0, 1 upon 2, 1 upon root 2, root 3 by 2 and 1. Now student, once again please pay attention. What exactly we have done over here? First of all, try to understand the step that we have achieved over here. First, we have written 5 numbers but starting from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, divide all this number by 4. Means 0 divided by 4, 1 divided by 4, 2 divided by 4, 3 divided by 4, 4 divided by 4. Next, simplify it. Means 0 upon 4 is 0, 1 upon 4 is 1 upon 4, 2 upon 4 can be simplified, 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, so it become 1 upon 2, 3 upon 4 cannot simplify, so 3 upon 4 as usual, and 4 divided by 4 means 1, 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4, like that way. Next, we have taken this value in terms of under root, means 0 in under root, 1 upon 4 in under root, 1 upon 2 in under root, 3 upon 4 in under root, and 1 in under root. Next, simplify and take it out from the root, possible possibilities. So root come out 0 as a 0, 1 upon 4 come outside from the root. So 1 root is 1 and root 4 come out as a 2, but as it is a divided by, I have written it as 1 upon 2. 1 will become outside from the root, but 2 cannot, so under root of 2 divided by as usual. Again 3 cannot come outside from the root, so root 3, and 4 come outside the root, that become 2, and under root of 1 simply become 1. Now, we have taken this value, means 5 values, 0, 1 upon 2, 1 upon root 2, root 3 by 2 and 1. So, these are the 5 values, 0, 1 upon 2, 1 upon root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. That sequence, else you can have directly 5 values as I remember, and the part is 0, 1 upon 2, 1 upon root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. That become your sign values of 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. Now, why we are learning by this method? Just to remember by tricky method, nothing else. Next, in case of a writing part of a sign as we have completed, write the part of cos exactly same but in reverse order. What does it mean? The last value 1, I am going to put into first content. So, it become 1, means my cos 0 value 1. Root 3 by 2, shifted from second last to second number over here, root 3 by 2. Means what exactly we are doing, pay attention. Here whatever value we have written in a straight order, we are going to follow its reverse order. Means 1 I have kept over here, root 3 by 2 I am shifting over here, 1 by root 2 over here, 1 by 2 over here and 0 over here. First I have shifted 1 over here, next root 3 by 2 over here, now 1 upon root 2 over here. Next 1 by 2 is over here. And the last 0 over here. Now the main fundamental part, when we are going to do the calculation, they may ask you a numerical value like cos 30, means cos 30 we are going to put the value root 3 by 2 in calculation. If in a numerical they are going to ask you a value of sin 45, then in case of a calculation we are going to put 1 upon root 2. It may be possible that question will be in the form of square cubes. We have to put the respective value and solve as per mathematical condition. Now, our third part, that is the tan, means we have completed all the value of sine, value of cos and third tan. Now, in case of a tan, we have completed one part in terms of a proof. What is exactly? Any value of tan theta, that is nothing but sin theta divided by cos theta. Now, any value of sin theta is a ratio of sin theta divided by cos theta. Now, I am going to apply this method over here. Please pay attention. 0 upon 1, 0 upon 1, 0 upon 1 means 0. Next, 1 upon 2 divided by root 3 by 2. 1 upon 2 divided by root 3 by 2. By 2 get cancelled, it become 1 upon root 3. So, it become 1 upon root 3. Next, 1 upon root 2 divided by 1 upon root 2. What is this value? Sin 45, 1 upon root 2. Cos 45, 1 upon root 2. We know that 1 upon root 2 divided by 1 upon root 2. 1 upon root 2 divided by 1 upon root 2. Same value with same value. The ratio definitely become 1. Means we are able to get the value of tan 45, that is 1. It's the meaning. Tan 30 is equal to 1 upon root 3. Tan 0 is equal to 0. Now for last two values, here root 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2. Root 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2. By 2 get cancelled. Root 3 upon 1. Means simply you can write root 3. Or you can have a value root 3 by 1. But root 3 by 1 means simply can be written as a root 3. Now last part. 1 divided by 0, 1 divided by 0. Here, 1 divided by 0, we cannot solve it, so it is written as not defined. Because 0 can be divided by any number, 0 can be divided by any number, but any number cannot be divided by 0. According to that part, it's called as a not defined. And in this way, we are able to get the sequence value of tan. What does it mean? In numerical, if values are coming, remember, sin 0 is 0, sin 30 is 1 upon 2, sin 45 is 1 upon root 2, sin 60 is root 3 by 2 and sin 90 is 1. In second case, cos 0 is 1, cos 30 is root 3 by 2, cos 45 is 1 upon root 2, cos 60 is 1 by 2 and cos 90 is 0. Third part, tan 0 is 0, tan 30 is 1 upon root 3, tan 45 is equal to 1, tan 60 is equal to root 3 and tan 90 is equal to not defined. Means if any numerical come, they will not ask you a value of tan 90 because it is not defined, so you cannot calculate the next part. Remember, there are certain things that we must able to know. Here sin 45 is 1 upon root 2, cos 45 is 1 upon root 2. These values are same. Vice versa, sin 30 is also 1 upon 2 and cos 60 is also 1 upon 2. These two values are same. Also, sin 60 is root 3 by 2 and cos 30 is root 3 by 2. This is also same. Vice versa, sin 0 is 0 and cos 90 is 0. Or sin 90 is 1 and cos 0 is 1. Again, tan 45 is 1. So our proper observation, what is the value in that content must be over there. And we must able to write this table. That's why I have given a tricky method. And according to numerical, we have to find any particular value from this group, take it from the table, put into a calculation and solve the calculation. There are certain numerical which is in 8.2 and problem said we need this table. And at the last page, you just supposed to write it properly and make a continuous practice. In case of a 10th standard, again sin, cos, tan, having an additional 3 part, that is cot, sec and cosec. But for present, just learn it and understand so that we can take the practice of practice set 8.2 or problem set. Now continuation with the table part, we are moving over here and now we are going to start practice set 8.2. Now first of all, what is that question? Please try to understand. They have question number 1 and the part is, in the following table, a ratio is given in each column. In a following table, a ratio is given in each column. Find the remaining 2 ratios in the column and complete the table. Now student, what is exactly this part? Try to understand over here. I have drawn 30% part of the table because it contains total 9 type of a numerical, in which 1, 2, 3 I have written, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like that way we are going to solve. They have given you a table in terms of a value content, that is a sin, cos and tan. And in every column content, they have given a cos theta as 35 by 37, Means our target is to find the value of sine and tan. Means we have to complete some numerical and find the value of sine and tan. In the same manner, in the second part, they have given a value of sine theta over here. Means we have to find cos and tan. In the third group, they have given a value of tan. Means we have to find the value of cos and sine. And in this way, we have to complete total 9 numerical, in which I have written only 3 in front of you. In this case, book, digest, any respective school teachers, they are going to give different method to solve this numerical. But this numerical can be solved by 3 different methods. First method is called as a triangle method. Means you are supposed to draw a triangle. Use the identity. Means sin theta is opposite side upon hypotenuse, cos theta is adjacent side upon hypotenuse, tan theta is opposite side upon adjacent side, like that way. You can use triangle method. Rule number 2. After triangle method, you can use identities method. What is exactly mean by identities? These are nothing but the fundamental identities of trigonometric ratios. Means sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta, and 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. You can use that identity. And third is nothing but property method. What is exactly mean by property method? Property means sin theta is equal to 1 upon cosec theta, or cosec theta is equal to 1 upon sin theta, cos theta is equal to 1 upon sec theta is equal to 1 upon cos theta, tan theta is equal to 1 upon cot theta, or cot theta is equal to 1 upon tan theta, called as a property method. Now, one by one, here there are some numerical that I am going to solve by triangle method. No doubt, in case of a triangle method, we are compulsory going to draw right angle triangle. Some numerical I am going to solve by identity method. Means sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, using that identity, because all the numerical is based on that part. And third, property method. Depending upon the structure, I am going to use the methodology. Just for a practice, I am going to use all these methods simultaneously, so please pay attention. There is first 2 numerical that I am going to solve it by, or first 3 numerical which is given over here, I am going to solve it by triangle method. Now how I am going to solve it, please pay attention. Their first value is cos theta, that is 35 by 37. So as per their first condition, our first numerical is cos theta is equal to 35 by 37, and no doubt our target is the value of sin theta in terms of value, and next tan theta in terms of value. These are the 2 values that we are supposed to find. Means our target is to find sin theta and then tan theta. So this is nothing but a fill in the blanks for us. Means this is a part we are supposed to do after or complete in terms of a calculation. This is the 2 values that we are supposed to find. Now cos theta they have given 35 by 37. So in the first step, I am going to introduce a method, and this method is nothing but triangle method. So once again, please pay attention. According to this question, cos theta. So first of all, I am going to draw a right angle triangle, because I am going to solve this numerical by triangle method. Rule number 1, this triangle must be right angle triangle. This triangle must be right angle triangle, and according to that logic, we are going to solve. And simply in this case, we are using the property of Pythagoras theorem. Means I am going to introduce one angle as a 90 degree. Let us say, as per this calculation, I am going to call this triangle as triangle ABCO here. Now they have introduced cos and angle is given as a theta. So that is why I am going to take theta. If they are given a x, then I have to take x. If they are given to alpha, I have to write alpha in that way. Now they have given a value of cos theta. Cos theta is 35 by 37. 35 by 37. But as per definition, what is meant by cos theta? Cos theta is adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Cos theta is adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So cos theta means 35 upon 37, means 35 is adjacent side and hypotenuse is 37. Means according to these 2 values, cos theta 35 by 37, cos theta means adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Means with respect to theta, my adjacent side is 35 and my hypotenuse is 37. Now, if I am going to calculate AB with the help of Pythagoras theorem, no doubt I will get AB by calculation, and after getting a calculation of AB, I can write the remaining 2 values, that is the sin theta and tan theta, with the help of definition. That is called as a triangle method. So I am going to solve this 1-2 numerical by triangle method, and here definitely I am going to use Pythagoras theorem. So writing for part, Therefore, in triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, you know very well, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Now one by one, AB square, we don't know this value. Therefore, AB square plus BC square means 35. So 35 square is equal to AC square means 37 square. Now next part of simplification. Therefore, AB square is equal to 37 square. Shifting plus 35 to that side, shifting 35 to that side, it becomes minus 35 square. Now, after that there are two parts. Again, you can write 37 square minus 35 square by calculation and complete the task. But again, I am going to introduce one trick in front of you. Like a square minus b square, a square minus b square having a factor that a plus b into a minus b. I am going to use that methodology for solving. So your values are AB square is equal to a square minus b square, factor is a plus b means 37 plus 35, and in second bracket a minus b means 37 minus 35. Now simplification. 5 plus 7, that is a 12, carry 1, 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 1 7, into 37 minus 35, that is 2. Simply, if I am going to do a product, 2 into 2, 4, and 2 into 7, 14, means AB square is 144. If AB square is 144, AB is equal to 12. And we don't know units, so I am writing it as a units. Now, as I am able to get the value of AB as 12 unit, what I am going to do? I am going to put this value over here in terms of a triangle. So, this is the remaining part ABC. We know that cos theta is 35 by 37 and the unknown value after calculation we are able to get it as a 12. Now, what is the advantage of this part? Now, we just know the cos theta, but we know third side of a triangle means we can write sine, cos, tan. They are already given a cos and they are asked about sine theta and tan theta, and according to observation of this triangle, sine theta is opposite side upon hypotenuse, means AB upon AC means 12 upon 37. So I can put this value 12 upon 37. Next, tan theta. Tan theta is opposite side upon adjacent side. Tan theta is opposite side upon adjacent side means 12 upon 35. So 12 upon 35. As I am able to get these two values, I am going to put into the condition of fill in the blanks. Means first answer is sine theta 12 upon 37. 12 upon 37. And last value tan theta is 12 upon 35. And in this way, we have completed this numerical with the help of logic of right angle triangle. That's why this method is called as triangle method. Observe it very carefully. We can solve it in an examination by this method and you can complete the task. In the same manner I have solved the first numerical, with the same manner I am going to solve second numerical. So please pay attention. Now our second evaluation is sine theta is 11 upon 61. Sine theta is 11 upon 61. And our target is to find the value of cos theta, respective value, and tan theta of respective part. Means they have given us a sine theta as 11 upon 61 and our target is to calculate cos theta and tan theta. So writing that part, numerical number 2, they have given sine theta is equal to 11 upon 61. 11 upon 61. And our target is to calculate the value of cos theta and tan theta. So we have to find these two values. So our question is also clear and our answer to be calculated is also clear. Now again we are using a triangle method. So once again a part of a practice, please pay attention, because now here angle is changes to sine. Once again I am going to draw a simple triangle in front of you. And the part is, they have given one triangle. I am going to call it as a triangle ABC. No doubt you can take PQR depend upon your triangle. One angle must be 90. And as per their definition, sine theta. So again I am going to take C as a theta over here. And my first calculation is sine theta, means opposite side upon hypotenuse. Sine theta, that is 11 upon 61. As sine theta is 11 upon 61, so sine theta means opposite side upon hypotenuse. Opposite side upon hypotenuse. So numerator value is 11, that become opposite side. So it become 11 upon hypotenuse, that is 61. Means with the help of numerator upon denominator, means opposite side upon hypotenuse. So sine theta, opposite side, that become 11 and hypotenuse is 61. Naturally, by trigonometric ratio, in terms of a part, we need BC, so that we can write the remaining two value, means cos theta and tan theta. But remember, as we are going to solve this by triangle method, we are using simple Pythagoras theorem, making calculation of BC, because we know that AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Why? Because this triangle ABC is right angle triangle, or in trigonometric, we always take triangle as right angle triangle. Now, making application of that, we are going to find first BC square, then BC. After getting the value of BC, we can definitely write the value of cos theta and tan theta. Why? Cos theta means adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So as we get the BC, we can calculate it. And the next remaining value, tan theta. Tan theta means opposite side upon adjacent side. Means in both the case we need a BC over here. So starting solution of that part. So in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, and the part is AB square plus BC square is equal to AB square. AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. AB square means 11 square plus BC square is equal to AC square. AC square means 61 square. Here 11 square, shifting this 11 square to that side. So your calculation become BC square is equal to 61 square and plus 11 square goes to that side, it become minus 11 square. Now simplification and a part. Therefore, BC square, again I am using the same part, A square minus B square, A square minus B square, that simply become A plus B into A minus B. So A plus B means 61 plus 11 into 61 minus 11. Simplification of this part, 1 plus 1, 2, 1 plus 6, 7 into 61 minus 11, 1 minus 1, 0 and 6 minus 1, 5. Now simplification of this part, 61 plus 11, that becomes 72 and 61 minus 11, that becomes 50. Now calculation, 5 into 2, 10, carry 1, 7 5s are 35 plus 1, 36 and 0 additional, that is BC square. Now BC square is 3600 or 3600. We simply know that it's a square of 60. As BC square means 3600 or 3600 means 60 square. Naturally BC is equal to 60. We don't know its units, so I am writing it as units. Now by mathematical calculation I am able to get side BC as 60 units. Putting this value into this table, this BC is 60, means you can say simply 11 square plus 60 square is equal to 61 square. This is the fundamental identity in terms of right angle triangle by application of Pythagoras theorem. As we are able to get BC, we can write its remaining two answer. Means their question is cos theta and tan theta. So cos theta is adjacent side upon hypotenuse, because theta is over here. Adjacent side upon hypotenuse means BC upon AC. We need only in answer 60 upon 61. So cos theta is 60 upon 61. Now next value, tan theta. Tan theta means opposite side upon adjacent side. Tan theta means opposite side upon adjacent side. So 11 upon 60. So it become 11 upon 60. Naturally, I am able to get the value of cos theta 60 upon 61 and tan theta is equal to 11 upon 60. I am going to put into the table. Cos theta 60 upon 61. Cos theta is 60 upon 61 and tan theta is 11 upon 60. So tan theta is equal to 11 upon 60. And in this way, we have completed our second calculative numerical part over here. Now, we are moving to third question. If you are going to observe the part of a table, they have given a value of tan theta as 1, tan theta as a 1, and there is a missing value of cos theta and sin theta, means we have to calculate. If you are going to observe that part in the same way of writing type, tan theta is equal to 1, tan theta is equal to 1, then find the value of sin theta, numerator upon denominator, cos theta, numerator upon denominator. Now here student may or might get confused due to this value of tan theta as a 1. Why? Let it be clear again in the same methodology as a triangle. If I am going to say that ABC, it is a given triangle for us. Angle B as a 90 degree. Angle B as a 90 degree. Our angle C is theta, or theta means angle C. Then tan theta. Meaning of tan theta is opposite side upon adjacent side, means AB upon BC as per this triangle. But here it is only one value. Student, that is only the trick over here. Tan theta is 1, but what is the meaning of 1? This meaning of 1 is 1 upon 1. And that is the hidden trick which is over here. 1 means if I am going to take the ratio of 1 upon 1, that become 1. And that is a hint or indirect hint is given. Means yes, there is a value of opposite side, there is a value of adjacent side given, but 1 upon 1 they have simply converted into 1. So meaning is that tan theta is opposite side is 1. Upon adjacent side is also 1. Means indirectly they have given two sides, but we observe it as only one part. So remember, tan theta is opposite side upon adjacent side, means 1 upon 1. Now here once again we are using a triangle method in terms of a Pythagoras theorem. One side is given, second side is given, angle 90 is with us. Just we have to calculate hypotenuse, so we can write the part. Why? Because if you want to write a sin theta value, then sin theta is opposite side upon hypotenuse, means this is known but it is unknown, and cos theta is adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Again this is unknown for us. So coming to the part, therefore in triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degree. Therefore by Pythagoras theorem, and the part is AB square plus BC square equal to AC square. AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square, but I am writing as AC is unknown, so I am writing AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Therefore AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Now AB square means 1 square plus BC square means 1 square. So here 1 square plus 1 square, that become 1 plus 1, and that becomes simply 2, means AC square become 2. As AC square is 2, this 2 is nothing but root 2 square, because root 2 square is simple 2. As AC square is root 2 square, therefore AC is equal to root 2 units, and by this calculative method we are able to calculate AC as root 2, AC as root 2. As we are able to get the third value, we have to write two values, one is a sin theta, second is a cos theta. So according to this triangle, sin theta is opposite side upon hypotenuse, means 1 upon root 2. So writing that part, 1 upon root 2. And second value, cos theta, adjacent side upon hypotenuse, that is again 1 upon root 2. So cos theta is 1 upon root 2, and in this way we can complete the numerical. In this method, every time we are using a triangle concept, that's why this method is called as a triangle method concept. Also there are two methods. One is called as identities method, means sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, or properties method, means replacing sin by cos 90 minus theta, cos theta by sin 90 minus theta, and that way. So please understand this concept. Now we are able to get the two values, sin theta 1 upon root 2, cos theta 1 upon root 2. I am going to put into the table. If tan theta is equal to 1, then sin theta is 1 upon root 2, and cos theta is also 1 upon root 2. And in this way you can complete first three numerical. Now moving to the next question, that is question number 4, 5, 6. What is exactly they have given? Sin theta is 1 upon 2, means we have to calculate cos theta and tan theta. In second, they have given cos theta 1 upon root 3, means we have to calculate sin and tan. And in next, tan theta is 21 upon 20, then we have to calculate sin theta and cos theta. These three numerical means question number 4, 5, 6, we are in continuation of that. Starting from fourth question, that is sin theta 1 upon 2, we have to find cos theta and tan theta. Here I am going to use second method, that is called as the identities method. What does it mean? Please pay attention. It is somehow typical, lengthy, and try properly understanding. No doubt you can solve any numerical by triangle method or by identity or by property. It depends upon you. But again, we must able to understand because it's a part of a practice. So coming to the part over here, sin theta is equal to 1 upon 2. Sin theta is equal to 1 upon 2. Then find the value of cos theta and tan theta. Now here we are not using triangle method, we are using identity method over here. Now what is exactly that identities? As per fundamental identities of trigonometric ratio, the part is, we know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. If I am going to put this value sin square theta is 1 upon 2 and we have to do it square. Means logically you can see value is 1 upon 2, but by formulation we have to make it square. Plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Now keeping this value cos square theta at the same place, cos square theta is equal to 1. Shifting this 1 upon 2 square, but it is a positive, it shift to RHS, it become minus 1 upon 2 and square is as usual. And in this way, first of all, we are going to calculate the value of cos square theta and then convert it into cos theta. Here simplification become 1 minus 1 upon 2 square, means it become 1 upon 4. Now we have to make proper simplification of that. That is equal to 4 into 1 4 minus 1 upon 4. Means first 1 minus 1 upon 2 bracket square, 1 as usual minus as usual, 1 upon 2 square is 1 by 4. Next simplification, 4 into 1 4 minus 1 means same LCM, common LCM, divided by 4. 4 minus 1 means 3 upon 4. Means your value of cos square theta become 4 minus 1 means that become 3 upon 4. So this value become 3 upon 4. As cos square theta is 3 upon 4, it is a square of root 3 by 2 bracket square. Because if I am going to make root 3 square, that becomes simple 3 and divided by 2 means 2 square is 4. As cos square theta is root 3 by 4, as cos square theta is root 3 by 4 bracket square, or sorry, cos square theta is equal to root 3 by 2 bracket square, naturally taking root from both sides, cos theta become root 3 by 2. So your first evaluation is cos theta is equal to root 3 upon 2, and this is your first answer. Means by this calculation you are able to get cos theta is root 3 by 2. Now we know sin theta because 1 upon 2 given by them. We have calculated cos theta, that is root 3 by 2. It is our one answer, so I am going to call it as equation 1. But again third value, that is tan theta required over here. So in case of a calculation, we know that tan theta is equal to, by properties it is sin theta upon cos theta is equal to, they have given sin theta as 1 upon 2 and cos theta we have calculated root 3 by 2. After simplification, 1 upon 2 into root 3 by 2, its reciprocal, root 3 by 2, its reciprocal, 2 upon root 3. Now 2 and 2 get cancelled, 2 and 2 get cancelled, upper part remain 1 and basement part remain root 3. Means after this entire calculation we are able to get the value of tan theta, and that is 1 by root 3. And now value is tan theta 1 upon root 3. So putting both the value, that is cos theta is root 3 by 2 and tan theta is 1 by root 3. It is our second answer. Putting into the table and part, cos theta root 3 by 2. Cos theta is root 3 by 2 and tan theta is 1 by root 3. Tan theta is 1 by root 3. Putting this value cos theta into a table, root 3 by 2 and tan theta is 1 by root 3. And in this way we have completed our fourth numerical by identities method. So next 2-3 numerical we are going to solve by identity method. Please pay attention. No doubt you can solve the same numerical by triangle method also, by term and logic, but it depends upon your part in terms of method conducted in your schools. Next evaluation and the part is question number 5. Cos theta is 1 upon root 3. Cos theta is 1 upon root 3. Find the value of sin theta and then tan theta. If cos theta is 1 upon root 3, in a tabular form find the value of sin theta and tan theta. Again we are using identity method, so please pay attention. So your part is, we know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. As per condition, we don't know the value of sin square theta, but cos square theta, cos theta is 1 upon root 3, we have to make it square. So 1 upon root 3 bracket square is equal to 1. Simplification of this, sin square theta is equal to 1. Now shifting this 1 upon root 3 bracket square to that side, it become minus. So it become minus 1 upon root 3 bracket square. Now student, I am going to solve this numerical horizontally, so please pay attention. Here this one is as usual, 1 minus 1 square is 1 and root 3 square is simple 3. Now simplification, I have to make same base of both, so base is 3. Now 3 into 1, 3 into 1, 3 minus 1. So 3 minus 1, that become 2 upon 3. 3 minus 1 is 2 upon 3. Once again pay attention on this step. Here sin square theta is 1 minus 1 upon root 3 bracket square. 1 as usual, minus sign as usual. 1 square is 1 and root 3 square is simple 3. Now making it as a common base, so 3. If you understand, then you will also write 1 upon 1. So your doubt is clear. 3 into 1, 3. 3 into 1, 3. 1 into 1, 1. And middle sign is a minus. 3 minus 1 means 2 upon 3. So as sin theta or sin square theta is 2 upon 3, means sin square theta is equal to 2 upon 3. It is nothing but simply, if you want to make a square of something, then I have to write under root of 2 upon 3 bracket square, because root 2 square is simple 2, root 3 square is simple 3. Or if you want to write separately as root 2 upon root 3 bracket square. Anyway, both the method is correct over here. Either you can write single root or you can have isolated root, because both the quantity is in under root. Naturally your value of sin theta, that become root 2 upon root 3. Now if the value of sin theta is root 2 upon root 3 and they have already given a value of cos theta is 1 upon root 3, we can calculate the tan theta. Here we have get another value, so I am going to give it as equation number 1. Now our third part is tan theta is equal to sin theta upon cos theta. Now sin theta, that is root 2 upon root 3. So root 2 upon root 3 divided by cos theta. Cos theta they have given 1 upon root 3. 1 upon root 3 is equal to root 2 upon root 3 into this divided by reciprocal multiply by 1 upon root 3 become reverse as root 3 upon 1. Here again root 3 get cancelled with root 3. Root 3 from numerator and root 3 from denominator get cancelled. Answer become root 2 upon 1, or you can simply say root 2. And in this way we are able to get the value of tan theta, and that is root 2 over here. We don't know its unit, so we can also mention it as a unit or units. Now here they have given cos theta 1 upon root 3. We are able to get sin theta root 2 upon root 3. So sin theta is root 2 upon root 3, and tan theta means root 2 or root 2 upon 1. You can write root 2 upon 1, or you can simply write root 2. In all the way, answer is correct. Now putting this value into a table, so sin theta is root 2 upon root 3 and tan theta is root 2. You can also cross check the part. We know that sin theta upon cos theta is tan theta. So 2 root 3 upon 1 root 3 upon root 3 upon root 3 get cancelled. Root 2 upon root 2 upon 1 means root 2. And in this way also you can cross check the part. In this way we have completed fifth numerical. And now moving to sixth question. Now student, we are moving to question number 6, that is tan theta 21 upon 20. Then find the value of sin theta and cos theta. Now remember, you can solve the same numerical by triangle method also. Means what? Let me clear. Now student, we are going to solve this numerical tan theta 21 upon 20 by triangle method. So the part is, let us say I am going to call this triangle as triangle ABC. Angle B is 90 degree. And we know that tan theta is 21 upon 20, means opposite side upon adjacent side. So here, C I am going to indicate it as a theta, and tan theta is opposite side means 21 upon adjacent side means 20. And now we are going to solve this numerical over here. So the part is, in triangle ABC, simply we are using Pythagoras theorem because angle B is 90 degree. And after that I am going to calculate AC, and with the help of AC we can calculate sine as well as cos. So the part is, in a triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, here AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Now AB square means 21 square. And BC square means 20 square. Simplification, 21 square is 441 and 20 square is 400. Addition of these two, that become 841, and that is the value of our AC square. Now AC square is 481. Now please try to find out what is the square of, or which number having a square 841, and naturally this square is of 29 square. As AC square is equal to 29 square, we can have AC is equal to 29. We don't know the units, so we are writing it as units. Now simply, as we are able to get AC as a 29, so I am writing AC as 29. And from this observation, we definitely write the value of sin theta and cos theta. So theta is over here. Sin theta means opposite side upon hypotenuse means 21 upon 29. So it become 21 upon 29. And next, cos theta means adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Adjacent side upon hypotenuse. BC upon AC means 20 upon 29. And in this way, we have completed the value of sin theta is 21 upon 29, cos theta is 20 upon 29, putting into the main table. So sin theta is 21 upon 29 and cos theta is equal to 20 upon 29. And in this way, depending upon triangle method or identity method, whichever may be suitable method you like, apply it and solve the numerical. Now I have completed up to question number 6. 7th, 8th, 9th you have to solve, and any doubt please ask into the lecture. Thank you very much.